Hello, I just built a human in the loop AI sales assistant team and we're going to check it out now. This is our AI agent team and we're going to execute workflow. So what we have to do is fill in the details. I'm going to speed run through this. A 989 at gmail.com. Company name, let's go Istora. Yep, CRM automation. Okay, budget 10K. We want to make our CRM better. Timeline 4 to 8 weeks, and we're going to submit the form. And whenever the form is submitted, you can see it's already contacting our sales email AI agent, and it's going to add it to sheets, and it has sent the email to us. By the time I go to check, you can see that there's an email that's been sent to us, waiting for us to review or to provide feedback. So here we can see that says, dear Emmanuel, thank you for reaching out, and you can see that it has a testimonial inside the email copy, and we're going to say nope, it feels too rigid, feels too robotic and rigid. And when I submit that, we can see that the AI agent continues to run and it enters into an email copy revision agent that's going to kind of make it better. That's going to make it better depending on what's the feedback I give it. So we can see now that I said earlier that it was rigid, and when I go back to my email, you can see that it has sent another email, and now it's made it more human, and we're going to respond to it and say, yeah, that's good. Yep, awesome, awesome. And we're going to submit, and we're going to see now that it's going to send the email to the client who filled in the form. So this is a very good system that reviews and goes through loops by itself. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, before building out our agent, we would map it's better to map out the entire process. Okay, and we're going to do that by okay, and this is the entire process of mapping out the email of mapping out the system. We have the lead filling out the form. We're going to save to Google Sheets, draft our personalized email, and then we're going to send the email for ourselves to review. And then when we review, depending on the feedback we give the agent, to go either to the approved part and then send the email directly to the lead, or we're going to come over to the sales copy revision agent, and which is going to send the email back to ourselves for review again until we accept the email and send it to the lead. Yep. So let's get started with the building. Okay. Now our form is going to get started with N10. We're going to be using the N10 form to start the workflow. Okay. Authentication, we don't want any passwords for the form. Okay. Lead tech. We're going to be using a tech sales agent as a case study today. So tech sales intake form, and we're going to just say same thing, tech sales intake form, and then form elements. We're going to have the full name. We're going to have email, of course. We're going to have company name. We're going to have intent. That's what they want to, why they're contacting you. Intent. It's going to be drop down. Going to have from our intent, we're going to pick out from our spreadsheet. This is our lead intake spreadsheet. We have two sheets. One is for the leads, which is where the information from that you collect from the form is going to be stored, and the projects, which are testimonials. We have project and results. So this helps us increase the likelihood that we convert the sale the lead, well, yeah, that we increase our sales conversion. We have CRM optimization, lead qualification system, B2B outreach, and more. So out of this, we're going to pick in three: CRM, B2B, and lead qualification. Yeah. So I'm going to go CRM optimization. Let's go B2B outreach. B2B outreach for IT services. And then we're going to go with lead qualification system. Yeah. For the lead qualification system, yeah, yeah, that's all right. We have enough intent. And then we're going to have our project description. Description. Project description. Yeah. So text, we're going to have our budgets. Budget, which is going to be drop down less than £1,000. And £1,000, we're going to have 1,000 to £2,000 is, yep, and we're going to have 2,000 to £4,000 to £4,000, and we're going to have over £4,000. Why am I making this mistake? Forgive. We've got budgets. We've got budget. We've got, okay. What else haven't we got here? We haven't got timeline. Timeline. Line. Timeline is going to be dropped down less than a week, or within 1 week. Okay. Then we come to have 2 to 4 weeks. Weeks. 4 to 8. 4 to 8 weeks. Yeah. We have 4 to 8 weeks. So if you've got everything ready, and we're going to execute step. So we're going to add test@gmail.com. Company name Aristora. Intent, we're going to use go lead qualification, put a description. We lack adequate qualification and screening systems for our leads. Yeah, budget we're going to have, yeah, and we're going to have timeline in 2 to 4 weeks. I'm going to execute that, and we can see that it's all returned successfully. Yeah, then we're going to go the next step, which is to save the leads information to be using Google Sheets. Google Sheets, and we're going to be appending row in sheet that is adding documents. We're going to choose our lead intake spreadsheet, and we're going to choose our leads. Okay, full name goes here, email. Okay, submitted that, and you can see here in submitted ad that it's not necessarily pleasant for humans to read, so we're going to convert that to date time format. And for the format, we're going to check our formatting guide. We want something that's very easy for humans to read. But we're going to check here. Okay, uh, what do we have here? Something that's quite unique. We can choose F, but we also want something that's very pleasant to read. It's good like this, but we want the day of the week it was sent also to make it easier for us. We're going to choose FF. FF is the best. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So we can see 24th of October 10:08. We can see the time that it was submitted. Oh, I think we put it in the wrong one that it submitted, and then yeah, and then timeline is going to be 2 to 4 weeks. Execute step that should run properly, and then we're going to have extra leads here. Yeah, yeah. So the next step is to give it to our sales agent to draft the email copy. And the sales agent, we're going to be using our AI agent. Anything. I'm going to be defining below prompts. So I'm going to be pasting the prompt for previous prompts that I've used. Link in the description in the Google Sheets documents below. Here is our prompt. That's the user prompt. That's what you want the agent to do. It's going to be in the user prompt. And we want a specific format because we're going to be drafting an email. We want subjects different from the body, right? We don't want everything together. It will be very unpleasant and very unprofessional. So, okay, option we have a system message. That's what you want the agent to embody. That's in this case, it's going to be a sales AI agent that does this, that does that. We are going to paste the prompt now. Remember, link in the Google Sheets, Google Docs description below. Okay, and then our expert AI solutions. Okay, expression. We want to see that everything is correct. So overview, you're an AI salesperson for an agency that delivers AI solutions. Yeah, all that projects, which is our lead, our spreadsheets. Yeah. Now we are going to okay. I want to separate the output into subject and body as it will present as structured data. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll add our chat mode. I'm going to be using OpenAI and I'm going to choose Mini as GPT-4 to consume less credits but still give a very wonderful output. To our tools, Google Sheet tool, lead intake, spreadsheets, and we're going to have our projects which we want to quote a previous project and results to increase the likelihood of conversion from the sale. We don't have any filter. We don't have any filter. So structured output parser. Yeah. Going to paste in the JSON, but we're going to be using define using JSON schema. Yeah. And that should be it. Yeah. So now I'm going to paste the JSON. Remember, link in the description below. Okay. We're going to paste this. Yeah. You can see we have our subject and we have our body. Required subject and body. Okay. Now we're going to run the AI agent. Execute step. We fed our information into the agent. So we should be expecting subject and body output. Alright. You can see that it quotes said that we have lead qualification system and we said thank you for reaching out regarding your lead qualification system. Our recent project in this area helped the client double their conversion rate through automated lead scoring and prioritization. So we're going to come over to our projects. You can see double conversion rate by automated lead scoring and prioritization. It copied exactly. Okay, that's something we can change further, but not now. Okay, now we can see that let's go back to our mapping of the entire system. We want to draft our personalized email, which we've just done with the agent. I want to send the email to ourselves. But before we do that, before we add the Gmail to send to ourselves, we want a step in between here which sets the node, which sets the separates the output, separates the output of the okay, want to choose okay. Then we're going to set or specify the output, specify the output from the email draft. Yeah. So we don't want a situation where the agent, the revision agent comes and triggers the sales agent to draft out another email. No, we don't want that. We only want revision to the already existing email. So for that, we have to add a set node, which is going to keep our subject and our body as a variable in as a variable subject, and we're going to have body. Yeah. So this is a subject go here and the body go here. Yeah. And then we're going to execute step, which should return the same output. Now, the next step is to send ourselves an email for review, and we're going to be using our Gmail. Yeah, and we're going to be sending and wait for response because we are going to collect the email and then provide feedback to the agent. I'm going to be using my email, gmail.com. Yeah, and then subject. Oh no, we're not going to be adding subject. This subject is for the new lead, for the lead that we're going to be sending to them. So subjects, we're going to be add something that will help us know that a new lead was confirmed. So new lead, so submission, or this is new lead with budget of. Then we're going to collect from our budget. Mhm. New lead budget of £2,400 in this case because the variable keeps changing. Message, I'm going to copy it from a previous prompt I've already given it. Okay, now we are going to this is the form. We remember to have the HTML tags as it will emphasize some parts of the email. We want that. So subject line, email body, it's all sent. We're going to provide feedback on the email, and we're going to choose approve. We're going to choose free text rather than approval. Approval is that you only want to approve whatever email that comes. That if you know that is correct, that's when you use this. So it's more like to kind of push documents. In a scenario where you want to just push documents, you want to keep approving rather than having free text. But we are going to be giving feedback to the agent. So we'll be adding free text. Anything attribution, we don't want that. This anything attribution is at the bottom, is usually at the bottom of of some emails where you see used by this software. So we don't want to have anything attribution. Oh, I've deleted that. Anything attribution. Going to switch it off. Okay, it's better to show you than to explain. So we're going to leave enter attribution on, and we're going to send email to ourselves now. So we're going to execute this. Okay, when we go over to our email, so we have new lead. You can see the subject new lead with budget of 22. It went successfully, and now we can see here this is the anytime attribution automated with N8N, and we don't want that in the email. So in this case, we're going to give good feedback. See, I separated it here helps so we can enhance your lead. Okay, so let's say we give good feedback. That's good. Okay, submit. Yeah. So now we'll go back and you can see that it sent now before it was waiting for a response. So what next? What next is that we have our text classifier, which is going to separate, is going to deduce whether our input, our feedback is positive or negative. If it's positive, it will send directly, and if it's negative, it will send to the revision agent. So text to classify is going to be this. That's good. And then approved path, and we have denied denied path. Yeah, our prompt that we're going to give the agent. So uh, okay, so the sales agent approved the email and accepts the way it is written, the text that we are classifying, in the sense that everything was good. Yeah, we have yes, we have that's good, we have awesome. Yeah. So now for the declined parts, we have okay. So I'm going to be pasting a few examples that I've already written. Okay, so we have this. That's not good enough. Testimonials are not enough. It's too long. I don't like it. No, it feels too robotic, too rigid. Yeah, paraphrase a little. That's something. Paraphrase a little. Yeah, paraphrase the testimonial part. We don't just copying the same thing over and over again. That's something we can add. Then you can see here the the sales agent denied and does not approve of the email. Text that we are classifying intends that something needs to be changed and that it's not acceptable. So that's a pretty clear description. So now, okay, we haven't connected our model. And the good thing about anything is that you don't need to set everything over again. The agents can use the same so model. We're going to connect it to our OpenAI chat model, and then we're going to execute step. Okay, approved branch one item, denied branch no item. So in approved branch, which is very easy, is direct. We are going to send the email to the lead Gmail. Yeah, and we're going to send message. This time we're not going to be waiting for a response. We're just going to send email directly. And we're going to collect the lead's email subject subject. We're going to get it from our edit fields subject. Our message is body. Yeah. So we're going to execute that and it sent successfully. I'm going to convert to my email. Okay, which email was sent? Oh, sure. We used test@gmail.com, so that's why it didn't work. So we are going to be using a form submission. We're going to fill in the form again. Yeah, I'm going to execute workflow again. Okay, our form submitted successfully, and now Yeah, it's an AI agent, and we're going to go over to our email to check what's the problem. Okay, yep. Now we're going to respond and say that that's good. Submit. Yep. And now it should send to the approved path, and we get the message. Yeah. Enhance your lead qualification with your expertise, and we can see that we still forgot to remove the N8N attribution, so we'll remove that. So you can see, thank you for reaching out regarding your requalification. The email sent successfully down the approved path. Now we're going to send down the denied path. I'm going to fill in the form again. Send down the denied path. So, yeah, what's this one? A new email. Yeah. And with that now, you lead 4,000 pounds. Yep. Respond, and we're going to send down the denied path. We're going to say freeze the results, the testimonials, and and the entire message feels too rigid. Make it more human, but still very professional. Yep. So it's very professional. So now we should be saying that it's going down the declined path. It doesn't go down the approved. Yeah. And now we'll be building and we'll be creating another AI. Oh no, not agents. Okay. For specific output formats, we're going to add that system message. We're going to add that. Remember prompts in the description below. Okay. In our prompt user message, we're going to paste this. Yeah. Okay. Feedback received. Yeah. And then enable fallback model. No, we don't need that. System message. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to put that in expression. Yeah. Okay. Remember, remember the system message is what you want the AI to embody, while the user prompt is what you want the AI agent to do. That's very important. Okay. Okay. We don't have anything connected to the agent. Okay. Before that, we need to rename the agent. Let's say email copy revision AI agent. Okay. And we're going to add that. Okay. Don't zoom in. Like I said before, we don't need to create a new thing. We just need to connect this one to model out tools to, yeah, and then the structured output parser to this one, so that to send the same email. And crucially, this is a very important detail. We will now be sending this. Remember when I said that we can't send the we can't be sending the output of the revision agent to this agent, to the sales agent again to come and create another email. We only want to make subtle changes. Yeah. So we're going to be sending the output back to the edit fields now, and that now is going to keep the agent running in a loop until we approve the message. Yeah. So let's run the agent now. Execute step. So we can see that it has gone back to the email again that sent us an email. So when we go back, new lead budget over, yeah. Okay. And now You can see here, we recently completed a project where we helped the client double their conversion rate through automated lead scoring and prioritization. Yeah, seems like yeah, it did. Yeah, it did paraphrase it. The budget and the right time of we are well positioned to enhance and receive. Yeah, so we've gone to the revision agent and we have sent it back. So we have to send the message back. Yeah, that's good. But no, I don't think much has changed. See, paraphrase the testimonial slash results. It is way too rigid and robotic. Yep. So we're going to send that back to the agents. Should go down the denied path again and then send the email again to okay. Yep. Or it should be oh we didn't execute the entire workflow. Okay, so in order to test the entire system, we have to execute the workflow. Okay, let's try that string. Ignite@gmail.com. That's the website to send the location. We lack the adequate systems to score our leads, to qualify and score our leads. Budget. Okay, now submit. Once successfully, and now our agent should be running, and I should be waiting for an email here. I'm waiting for an email here saying that we okay looking for okay new lead with budget of okay. So now let's test it. Can we implement a tailored solution that aligns top down conversion by automating lead scoring and prioritization, which is seems exactly the way it's written here. Double conversion rate by automating lead scoring and prioritization. Okay, we want to we want okay paraphrase the testimonial slash results. It feels way too rigid, rigid and robotic. Make it more human, but still professional. Yeah? Paraphrase the results and don't copy, don't copy the testimonial exactly. Don't send testimonial exactly the way it is. Okay, now that should be good. Now our AI agent, the revision agent, should be sending back another email. Okay, now email recently as we were able to significantly boost their conversion rate, not double their conversion rate, but significantly boost it by automating the lead scoring and prioritization process. They experience a remarkable improvement in their management. That's yeah, that's better. That's much better. That's much better. Yeah, now it should be going to the approved and it has sent the email, which we are going to come here to check. You can say enhance your lead qualification with our expertise. Dear Emmanuel, thank you for reaching out regarding your need for a lead qualification system. We can help you implement it. Recently, we have stayed similar with okay. So there it is. That's the automation. The automation ran successfully, and we're going to save it. Yeah, that's the automation there. Hope you've had a wonderful time building it. I'm excited to see what you guys can build with it. and the boundaries that you can push to even build further past it. Take care, have a wonderful day. If you're interested in meeting me to talk about how to implement systems or and different systems in your business, click the form link in the description below, and I will see you later. Take care, have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.